Here is problem number 3.9 from ERODOC. In this question it is given that a thin wire ring of radius r carries a charge q. Find the magnitude of electric field strength on the axis of the ring as a function of the distance L from the center. Investigate the obtained function at L greater than r. Find the maximum strength magnitude at the corresponding distance L. Draw the approximate plot of the function. So let's solve this question. Solution of this question. In the given question, it is given that there is a ring whose of charge q. Now we'll consider a small element which is containing a charge dq. So from this diagram, if now the radius of the ring is given as r, so this is the radius of the ring r. Now there is a distance L from the center of the ring, so let this distance is equal to L. Now we have to calculate the let this is O and this point is P. Now we have to draw a straight line joining the point O and P. So this is our point, straight line. Now let this length is A. If this length is A, from the Pythagoras theorem we can say A equal to under root L square plus R square. Now for this small element there will be an electric field which is directed in this direction. Now let this angle is equal to alpha. This angle is equal to alpha. If this angle is equal to alpha, then its opposite angle must be equal to alpha. Now and the magnitude of this electric field is equal to dE. Now if we divide this electric field into two components, then there will be one component is equal to dEx, which is in horizontal direction, and another one will be dEy in this direction. Again we can consider an element here of the same charge distribution dq. For this element, similarly we have to join this line. For this line there will be again a similar electric field, a small electric field dE. Now if this angle is alpha, there will be an angle alpha of the same magnitude. If this angle equal to alpha, this angle must be equal to alpha. Then again if we divide this dE into two components, then there will be two components. Another is equal to dx and another one will be dEy. Now as we see from the symmetry, this dEy and dEy are both of same magnitude if they are in same of magnitude and they are in opposite directed. So they will cancel or nullify each other. So ultimately we have to find the electric field due to this small component dEx. So our dE will be equal to dEx I cap. Now this dEx equal to dE cos theta equal to dE cos alpha I cap. Now we have to put the value of dE. So electric field due to the small charge dq will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into dq divided by a square. Now from this figure, as we know, the value of a equal to root under L square plus R square. So we have to put this value here. After putting this value, we will get that dE will be 4 pi epsilon naught into dq divided by L square plus R square. Again this dE is equal to d vector is equal to dE cos alpha I cap, and from this geometry cos alpha is equal to L divided by under root L square plus R square. If you substitute all this value, then we can find dE vector will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into d cube divided by R square plus L square. Again it is multiplied by R square plus L square whole to the power half. So and its direction is I cap, and ultimately we can find the value of dE is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into d cube divided by R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2, and its direction is along positive x-axis, that is I cap. So this is our required magnitude of the electric field. So dE will be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into d cube divided by R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2, and its direction is I cap. Now if we want to find the entire magnitude or total value of the electric field, then our value of the electric field E will be integration of dEx. That will be integration of this term. If we integrate this term, then we will find that value will be, and there will be L, 1L, because cos alpha equal to L divided by root under L square plus R square. So we can write this L here. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into L divided by R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2, and integration of dq. Now the integration of dq will be only q, means total or net charge on which is distributed on the which is distributed on the ring. So we can write the total electric field E will be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into q L divided by R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2. This is our required value for the electric field at a distance L from the center of the ring. From the center of the ring. Now in our second part of the question, it is given that we have to investigate the obtained function as L when at L greater than R. If L greater than R, then we can write if L is greater than R, so we can write L square is more greater than equal to R square, or in this case we can neglect this R, or R square corresponds to 0. So if this R square goes to 0, then we can write our electric field E will be 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into QL divided by L square to the power 3 by 2, which will be equal to, so we can write E electric field equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into QL divided by L cube. Now we can cancel this L and S cube of this term. So after that we can find that net electric field when the length is much more than its radius, then its electric field will be 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by L square. So this is our required result. And now we have to find the maximum strength magnitude of the corresponding at the corresponding distance L. For finding Emax. For finding Emax, we have to derivative of differentiate this E vector. So For finding Emax, we have to derivative dE with respect to dl equal to 0. Now, as we find our electric field vector is equal to 1 by divided 4 pi epsilon naught QL divided by L square plus R square whole to the power 3 by 2. So we can put, so this implies dl of 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into QL divided by R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 0. So if we carry out this integration, then we will find this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught will come outside of this integral, and Q also come outside of this integral, and dl of L divided by R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Then from this equation we can write, if we derivative this term, then we will get L square plus R square whole to the power 3 by 2 into dl of L minus L into dl of R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2 divided by R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2 whole square is equal to 0. So from this equation we can write our required derivative equal to L square plus R square whole to the power 3 by 2 into 1 minus L into, now this derivative of this portion will be 3 divided by 2 into L square plus R square whole to the power 3 by 2 minus 1 means half, and again derivative of L square plus R square will be equal to 2L, that will be equal to 0. So if you carry out this calculation, then we will find 2L square is equal to R square, or we can write L equal to R divided by root 2. So this is our maximum distance, which corresponds to the maximum distance. L max implies that L max, in which electric field will be maximum, will be R divided by root 2. Now if we put the value of L max in the equation of electric field, then we can find this E max. E max will be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into QL divided by R square plus R divided by root 2 whole square whole to the power 3 by 2. So from this calculation we can write E maximum, or maximum electric field, will be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into QL divided by R square plus R square divided by 2 whole to the power 3 by 2. After calculating, we will find E max, or maximum electric field, will be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into QL into 3 divided by 2 R square whole to the power 3 by 2. So which gives us E max is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught QL, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QL into 3 by 2 whole to the power 3 by 2 into R to the power 3. Now in the numerator we'll again put the value of, in the numerator term we'll again put the value of L as equal to R divided by root 2. So if we calculate these values, then we'll find E maximum. E maximum will be equal to Q divided by 6 root 3 pi epsilon naught r square. So this is our required value for maximum electric field intensity. So our maximum electric field intensity, we can write E max will be equal to Q divided by 6 root 3 pi epsilon naught r square. So this is our required value for finding the maximum electric field intensity on the axis of the ring. Now we have to, in a third question, it is we have to draw an approximate plot of the function. So for plotting this function, let's plot this function. If we plot this function, then we have to take a ring. This is our ring. This is the center of the ring, and we have to draw an axis or a line through the center of the ring. So this is the axis of the ring, and we have to draw its corresponding variation of E maximum. Now as we get the maximum value of L, for which the E or electric field is maximum, is equal to L divided Lm. Lm is equal to R divided by root 2. So this is the point for which electric field vector will be maximum. In the opposite direction, there will be same distance. L maximum is equal to R divided by root 2. So we have to plot like this. Now as the electric field at the center, this corresponds to the origin. So electric field, now we will denote the electric field axis. E is the axis, and this is the distance axis, and this is L axis. So if we find the electric field at the center, then from the calculation, if we put L is equal to 0, then our electric field at the center will be 0, and it varies in this way. So our maximum electric field will be at the point Lm equal to R divided by root 2, and after that it will gradually diminish like this. And in the opposite direction, the maximum value of electric field will be at the same distance, Lm equal to R divided by root 2, and after that distance it will gradually diminish or decreases. So our electric field will vary in the opposite direction in this way. So this point corresponds to E max. This point corresponds to E max, or maximum value of electric field, and this distance corresponds to the L max, which is equal to R divided by root 2. This value also corresponds to L max is equal to R divided by root 2, and this value is E max, which is equal to Q divided by 6 root 3 pi epsilon naught R square. And from this is 0, means origin of our electric field, and it goes to the in positive direction. This is positive direction of x, and it goes to plus infinity, and in the opposite direction it goes to minus infinity. And here this is the positive direction of x, this is the negative direction of x, minus x. So in this way we can plot the variation of electric field for a ring, at a distance L from the center of the ring at a distance L. So this plot corresponds to the complete representation or representation of electric field variation with a distance from its center at any distance with. So this represents the variation of electric field E versus its distance L. So this is a complete solution of Hirode problem number 3.9 from electrodynamics.